Hello, this is Opah Bill at Opah's Dead End Duck Club, and it's time to start working in the garden. I'm not going to be able to till it today, but I'm going to prep it for tilling. And what I do, we're facing east right now. That's Roosevelt Ranch over there with all the trees. I'm going to remove this fence along the west side so I can bring the tractor in to till it. The first couple of years I had a garden, the rabbits ate really well, and I don't think I got much of anything. Rabbits and deer, you got to find stuff they don't like. I just wanted to show you a neat tool I found last year. This is called the T-post puller. The red one there. The gray tool next to it is a T-post pounder. You put it over the T-post and drive it in the ground. Well, what's a T-post? For all you people that live in the city, this is an 8-foot T-post laying on the ground. It's got a flat part on the face here so it won't twist when you drive it in the ground. And I use the 8-foot T-post here to measure how far apart. When I'm putting the post back in to put the fence up, I'll run a string from one to the other. I'll leave these two posts in here, the corner one, and I'll leave the taller one here in here. Put a string there. Use this to measure 8 feet and then drive them in. When you drive them in, you look one way to make sure it's straight, and then you go look at the other way and make sure it's straight up and down. Otherwise, it'll be crooked. Okay, so I've already removed the clips here, the bottom ones, and got the one here, so it should come off pretty easy. That's easy, believe it or not. Whoop. You know what? This will make it even easier. I'll take this out, put it in the garbage. I got probably a gross of those to put back on. And this one, I'll just take this one off just because. So then we roll this up. Got a few leaves from our fruitless mulberry tree over there. It needs pruning really bad. Overgrown. We just roll this up, get it out of the way, and we'll put it back when we're finished with the garden. Hey Bella, you found some shady spot in there? Those were, we had some really good sweet 100 cherry tomatoes here. These ones, they were awesome. So you drive in a T-post. Well, this thing is weighted. Put it on there, and you just use it like a pile driver. This is a T-post puller. This one will leave in. We'll tie a string between it and the end one for making sure we put the fence in the same place. All those leaves. So these bumps on the back side, this grabs them. Put it down straight, and it just pulls it right out of the ground. Slick as a whistle. Can't beat that. Tractor, you'd be stopping the tractor, getting off, putting the chain on it, pulling it out. But that's how that goes. The irrigation here, we're gonna have to move the crops around this year, rotate. I think I'll put the tomatoes down at this end. And this, we had the most wonderful ambrosia cantaloupe in here. I'll move them down to the far end, and watermelon. in here. Just really, really good. People that don't like cantaloupe like those. And I got a lot of requests for them again this year. And thank you, Brother Masita, for sharing Ambrosia cantaloupe with me. It's a really, really good cantaloupe. Got a lot of manifolds here for watering. We come out with the out of a 10 port 246 out of an 8 port Orbit here, and run 1/4 inch tubing, drip tubing, and I use 1 gallon an hour emitters and I would water them that way. You know, it helps doing it that you use less water. You get fewer weeds too. It goes right to the where you want it to, and you're not getting the crop that's on the ground, already on the ground. You don't get it wet. The tomatoes, we had 40 tomatoes last year, way too many. And I had the women from girls camp for our church come here and pick tomatoes, and they had enough to feed Johnson's army. But the girls camp really enjoyed the fresh tomatoes. So, well, we're gonna get ready, dig out or remove all the old tomatoes and remove the fence. And I think it's probably too hard. I'm gonna probably have to water it. It's supposed to rain this weekend. We'll see how much we get, if we get enough to come in here and till. That's all for now.